This video contains highly mystical aspects, dimensions, energies, all of the above, with efforts to demystify the mystical. Still, viewers' discretion is advised. Hey all, hey y'all. Welcome to this Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment transmission. My name is Ashley-Nicole Phillips. I am the biblically prophesied Messiah. Full circle moment alert, alert. So are you? Well, Ashley, what happened to me, what happened to you? What you having you, I having me. We are unique frequencies, dimensions of the oneness of all things. Most readily, most commonly termed as God, or the Most High White Light Creator or Prime Source. Here within Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment, utilizing my soul gifts, my soul wisdoms, divine chakma, divine wisdoms, I channel energies and messages from the oneness of all things. Let me close the windows. It's kind of loud out there. I channel energies and messages from the oneness of all things, or Prime Source, or the Most High, in order to assist us during this time of rapid spiritual activation, genome activation, ascension, the rapture, where we are en masse, the human being of planet Earth, we're en masse awakening to our remembrance that we are limitless potentials, having a beautiful divine experience called being a human being of planet Earth. Give me a second, y'all. So I channel energies and messages here, right? And then we also have Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, which is available to stream on YouTube and Spotify. That's where I actually was, I was gifted my spiritual inheritance, or my divine inheritance, or my promised land, or the remembrance of who I am. You know, I was catalyzed onto my spiritual awakening journey through the twin flame divine counterpart journey. Catalyzed onto my spiritual awakening journey, which is an ancient journey. It's an ancient journey. It's a very biblical, sacred journey. I was catalyzed onto my spiritual awakening journey with the meaning of my divine counterpart. And I did not have my spiritual inheritance. I did not have my spiritual identity at the time. And this was all a part of God's plan, the divine plan for my unique frequency, for my path, which you can check out within Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips on YouTube as well as Spotify. It is linked below. I just was following my heart space, listening to my heart. God was like, if you want to be with this person, you have to become everything I created you to be. So I started following my heart, intently listening to my heart space. And we're here. You know, I got my remembrance. I was gifted by my soul, by my inner environment through a bout of Satori, bout of zealotry, where I was meditating and stayed to myself 80% of the time for about three going on 4 years now, to remember who I am in the divine, or in my existential nature, or within the oneness of all things. Kingdom Things Podcast, again, is available to stream on YouTube and Spotify. There's a lot of really cool prophecies, foresight for our human evolution. I've gotten prophecy for stretching out as far as 1,000 years. As we perceive time and reality, our perception of time is shifting, will continue to shift and change. The way we perceive time and reality, the tangible, will continue to shift and change. So tentatively is, we perceive it as 1,000 years. I've gotten prophecy as far out as 1,000 years, and the 1,000 years is the Kardashev scale prophecy. So in 1,000 years, we will be a type 2, type 3 Kardashev scale civilization. If you don't know what the Kardashev scale is, you can Google it. I'll give you a little synopsis. Kardashev was an astronomer, and he channeled information to give us an understanding to expand our consciousness, our minds, of galactic creation. The Kardashev scale measures the Kardashev scale measures how is a measurement of how any civilization or colony utilizes and leverages their own power, energy. How are they able to utilize and leverage their own energy output. So 1,000 years will be a type 2, type 3 civilization within the galactic creation. And I've gotten some really cool, I'm actually channeling other colonies, other bipedal man colonies from galactic creation. We had this perception that it was just us, right? It's really cool. It's really beautiful. So they can see future humans. So they can perceive where we're going. They can see our timelines. So this is how I garner the prophecies through my connection. We call it shamanism. My interdimensional connections with beings, spaces, and places, other worlds, other dimensions, the worlds behind the worlds. So this is really exciting. I'll link below the Kardashians prophecy. I did a transmission within Kingdom Things podcast. I'm also a singer-songwriter. I channel energies and messages, healing energies and messages within my music. So in the background, my soul was like, girl, play some whale noises for this transmission. And when my soul said that, I already knew what my soul was talking about, referring to this song, Planetary Pole Magic. When I was creating it, my soul was like, hey, make it, you know, whale noises? I was like, yeah. They were like, make it sound like therapeutic, like whale noises, baby. And I understood the assignment. Planetary Pole Magic is linked below. Whenever I channel music, I'm again interdimensionally connecting with different dimensions of the oneness, or with God, or you and I, in order to heal the human culture, the soul, to evolve and grow humanity. I channel the healing energies and messages within my music and the podcast and Oneness Connection. Within my music, Ashley-Nicole music is available on YouTube to stream, as well it is linked below in the description, as well as Planetary Pole Magic. So that this will be playing in the background while we do this transmission. So this transmission, we're gonna flow with it. The perception of limitation and how this transmission is gonna be, it's gonna be a culmination of a few paradigms. The perception of how we, turn this down just a little bit. It's going to be a culmination of a few paradigms. So the twin flame journey, the truth of the twin flame journey is activating our monad, or our oneness with all things within our vessel, right? So understanding that your twin flame, your divine counterpart, is not separate from you. You are one energy. But in this reality, this really cool physical reality, we perceive dualistically, or we perceive dualistically, which is all a part of our experience in this tangible reality. We perceive our twin flame being a separate dimension of ourselves. We're really one, just like humanity is really one, but we perceive 7, 8, 9 billion people, but we're really one energy. So this transmission is going to be a few paradigms synonymous with our evolution and what we're experiencing at this moment, the mass spiritual awakening, activation of our DNA, the expansion of our consciousness as human beings of planet Earth, of this realm, of this ascension cycle of the divine creation called the oneness of all things, or the Most High, Prime Source, or God. And then we're also going to touch on how we had a thought pattern, a brain pattern that stated that death, decay was synonymous with our bodies, our vessels. Eek. Baby, I just got this I've been working through these energies, right? I've been working through these energies, but I just got this download because I've been working through the energies. And I got the download. The divine wisdom came through. My soul was like, which brings us to the kingdom. Y'all, I'm not all over the place. Right? I'm very grounded. I'm very centered. There's just a lot of exciting things that I get to share in this transmission, okay? Which brings us to the Kingdom Things Podcast 2033 Prophecy. By the year 2033, we will be a human culture of planet Earth with no disease, no death, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty. How are we going to do this, Ashley? Expansion of our consciousness is synonymous with our genome activation, which is synonymous with us remembering that we already know how to create a civilization with no disease, no death, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty. We all already know how to do this on a soul level, right? So we're breaking through the limitations of the paradigms or the thought patterns or the beliefs that we said were synonymous with our humanism, or the limitations that we said were synonymous with our humanism. Death, decay. We had a thought pattern, a belief system that said death and decay was synonymous with our humanism. No, that is a limiting belief. It's a paradigm. And what do you know about paradigms? What do you know about beliefs? Baby, what do we know about energy? Energy, our beliefs, and paradigms. And what do you know about energy? Energy is forever changing. Energy is limitless. Energy is infinite. Energy There's infinite numbers of energies, and there's infinite number of ways to perceive energies. We might not all know this, but I channeled it from the soul within the Kingdom Things podcast. Frequential patternings part 1, part 2. I'll link that below in the description and the reference content. There are infinite number of energies I channel from my soul wisdom, my divine chakra, from my heart space, from the oneness of all things, my Akashic record. There are infinite number of energies, and there are infinite ways to perceive energies. And we know this principle of conservation, mechanics of thermodynamics. Energy is neither created nor destroyed, but changes forms. So if energy is neither created nor destroyed, it has no alpha, no omega, no beginning, no end. It is neither created nor destroyed, but it changes form. Where do we know energy is infinite? So these paradigms of limitation that said that death, disease, war, famine were synonymous with our human nature, with our biology, were belief paradigms that we're breaking out of. And all on a soul level, we all already know, we already garnered the wisdom through many millennia, baby, beyond our understanding of time, outside of time and space. That's Hazel down here enjoying herself. The camera's wibbling and wobbling. I hope it doesn't fall over. We will and wobble, but we don't fall down, right? Beyond our perception of time, we've all had, okay, don't chew on the thing, please. Don't chew on that. Don't chew on that, okay? We all have garnered wisdoms on a soul level, on an energetic level, beyond space and time, and within the time-space continuum that allows us to co-create this reality with no disease, no death, no war, no famine, no peace, no poverty. And we're remembering, we're having bouts of Satori or spiritual awakening, where we're aligning with these existential wisdoms or our authentic frequency, soul energy vibrations, to emit our authentic frequency in the world, to manifest no disease, no death, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty, a reality that reflects our highest joys, abundance, wellness, our authentic contributions to reality, or our soul's frequency. The camera's tilted a little bit. It's okay. All right, y'all. So it's a few things. We already channeling a lot of stuff, getting a lot of stuff out. 12 minutes on a clock. Confirmation, right? Right. Abundance, right? I'm gonna look up that angel number when we get off. 1200, and I'm actually going to paste it down here. I'm going to edit it right. 1200 what this angel number means. You know, you look it up yourself, or whatever calls out to your soul. Whatever calls out to your soul, you know, that's the one that was for you. I'm going to put one that resonates. Hopefully it resonates with you. All right, we are going to get to pulling some cards, some oracle cards, and then channeling energies and messages from the oneness of all things, from the oracle card pool. So I have Alana Fairchild Rumi Oracle Pocket Edition, an invitation into the heart of the divine. Artwork by Razuli. Artwork by Razuli. All right, let's see what card wants to come out. All right, let's see what wants to come out. All right, we're gonna do one more shuffle, and then we're just gonna pick the 2 on the top and 1 on the bottom. So 1, 2 top on the top, and then the 1 at the bottom. Oh, look at that. Whoa. Let's start with this one. The Cloak of Christ. I say whoa because earlier I was doing some internal work on myself, or my consciousness was showing me parts of myself to help grow and evolve myself, or the oneness of all things, or humanity. And the soul was like, why didn't y'all know who y'all are existentially, Ashley? Why didn't humanity know who y'all were existentially? We were cloaked. We were cloaked, and it was an intentional cloaking to prepare us. God calls it our gestational phase. And we were cloaked in an amnesiac bubble of reality that said we were by ourselves in creation. We didn't remember who we were in mass, right? And it was a part of our gestational phase to prepare us for limitless potential humanity. No disease, no death, no war, no famine, no peace, no poverty. Which brings me to the human being's dharmic purpose. As I channel, the human being is created to be a beacon of light, unconditional love, compassion of light in God's creation, to be masters of unconditional love, or the understanding that everything in our reality is a manifestation of our own energy. Being inquisitive about our reality or the self, be loving, unconditionally loving to ourselves by accepting our reality as a mirror of us, even our non-preferences, even the things that we say that we don't like. Understanding it's a dimension of ourselves to learn and grow ourselves, or the oneness of all things. Limitless potential in the tangible. What do we create? The divine wants to know, what do we create? As beacons of unconditional love and creation, we are reverberating this unconditional love and this deep compassion or understanding for the self, right? Instead of fighting dimensions of ourselves that we don't prefer, understanding that it's us, loving on it, or taking accountability for it to grow and evolve the self in a wondrous and inquisitive way. This energy reverberates into God's creation. How does it manifest reality? How does it manifest reality from humanity to the solar system, to the galaxy, to the galactic creation and beyond? How does a human being co-create within creation in its limitless dharmic potentials, unlimited potentials in our incarnation? No disease, no death, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty. Kardashian type 2, type 3, civilization in 1,000 years. This is a part of what I've gleaned to share with the world about the dharmic, energetic embodiment of humanity, what it creates. No death, no disease, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty. Type 2, type 3, Kardashian scale civilization within 1,000 years as we perceive time, Gregorian calendar at this moment. What else? A lot, baby, a lot more. My soul was like, hey, Ashley, whoever you thought you were going to be, just let it go. Because you're going to meet those desires, but it's going to be so much more abundant, more abundant than you thought it could be. Baby, I could get into it too, and I'm about to. I'm going to get into it. So the thought patterns that we hold, the dreams that we have, they're ours to have. But understanding that they're relative in the way that when we raise our vibration or come into further alignment with our soul's truth, our authentic frequency, these dreams terraform into paradigms and realizations beyond what we could have gleaned last year when we weren't as soul aligned as we are this year, right? The cloak of Christ. In the school of humanity, you reside on the king's throne. Your soul has been ravaged, and you are succumbing to weariness. That which plays you is not as powerful as you fear. Exhaustion is not a sign that something must be done so much as that something must be received, allowed, accept divine refuge. Ashley wanted to go on a walk, take a walk to the reservoir area, a neighborhood over from her own. And we were like, Ashley, don't you feel that you're tired? And she said, yes, I do feel that I'm tired. She's been in such humanity. Humanity has been in such a driven, forceful mode to accomplish, to succeed, to achieve, that you have neglected your own self in a way that manifested disease, decay, war, famine, poverty, destitution. Instead of the rejuvenation faculties, instead of the wellness, abundant, limitless nature that you innately are, you were created to be. Thank you, Ashley. Our emotional body is our energetic body. Our emotional body is our mental, physical, emotional, spiritual wellness. Did I say physical? Wellness. So we have to put our energetic, emotional wellness at the top of our list as the most important thing in our reality. Because what did we just channel? The abundance in which we're able to, the abundance of thought patterns in which we're able to embody. The principle, universal principle of correspondence, as below, so above. Everything in our reality is a projection of the energies that we hold on the inside. So if we have a vision this year, the next year our vision expands. Understand that expansion is directly correlated to our ability to hold more light or energy or evolve our energetic embodiment or ourselves into a more conscious, wider, expanding perception of self or the oneness of all things. Yesterday, I channeled within Kingdom Things podcast a transmission in regards to transcending the death paradigm that is closely linked to this information, this energy here. I will link this to Kingdom Things podcast rendition below in the reference content. And the soul's been telling me, the oneness of all things, divine wisdom has been telling me, sharing with me. We have a thing about in the spiritual community, me, I is an egoic trait. Personality is egoic. Throw it away. No. The divine says your egoic traits are the makings of you. Your egoic traits allow for evolution, allow for movement, motion, and creation. Taking care of our emotional wellness to expand and evolve our ego or our personality or every dimension of ourselves by the divine wisdom that we're able to garner through emotional wellness, vibrational balance, consciousness expansion. Celestial Rose of Ma. There, the searching in the dark finds the light of faith revealed in love. A spiritual gift is on its way to you. This gift signifies the close of a period of suffering. A time of new opportunity is opening as a flourishing and thriving release of your unique soul fragrance into the world. Let the past go and become fully available for the present moment, for this gift is worth having. I channel Jesus Christ a lot, right? Rabbi Yeshua. I channel him a lot. I channel him frequently. Jesus Christ is one with all of us, just like we're all one with all one thing. All one with all things. And he's like, Ashley, whenever you feel the need to say something, the urge to say something, say it. Because you feel the urge to say it because it's required, it's needed for the evolution of all things. You need to hear it. Somebody else most likely needs to hear it for their own evolution and growth. I used to be afraid of my spiritual activating. When I used to read this card, Celestial Rose of Ma, I used to be afraid of it. Because, spiritual evolution, garnering more spiritual gifts, you're evolving out of who you thought you were. I used to be afraid of change, basically. And whether or not we like to admit it or not, I think all humans are truly afraid of change because how we correlated change or evolution with decay, or we correlated change with time. We correlate time with decay, and we correlated decay with our bodies or death. So I think we were all afraid of change, whether we admitted it to ourselves or not. So we were afraid of spiritual evolution, and our spiritual evolution allows for our rejuvenation of our vessels, or to embody more energies of wellness and balance, to expand our consciousness, to activate rejuvenation of our vessels instead of decay. I channeled this within Kingdom Things podcast. I'll link it below. Activating rejuvenation consciousness with activating rejuvenation with oneness consciousness. I'm gonna link that below. Kingdom Things podcast. I'm gonna link this below. That installment below in the reference content. I used to fear it, right? Let's let that breathe for a second. Stay heart-centered. And one other thing, whenever you're feeling things and emotions and stuff, instead of trying to think through it, drop into your heart space. I'm sure many of you know this, but for those who don't, instead of thinking through things, drop into your heart space to allow for and then soul, what do I need to know? And just wait for the wisdoms. Don't try to think through it. You don't have to. Again, on the soul level, we all know how to create a universe, create a whole galaxy, create a whole universe. We all know how to do this on the soul level. So instead of trying to think through things, drop it to your heart space and wait for the wisdoms that you need to know instead of what you think you need to know, right? Celestial Rose of Ma. All right, the last card, y'all. Victory of Mariam. If you are longing to caress the moon, do not turn away from it. You are an eagle with wings, ready to soar. So I push you from the cliff top that you may know yourself. Whatever may be troubling you is not meant to bring you trouble. Allow yourself to become eagle-eyed, beloved wild one. The attitude, rather than the circumstance, needs to shift. Then you shall find your resolution. Victory of Miriam. You were, I literally just said, Rabbi, I was like, go ahead and say what you're trying to say. Rabbi Yeshua. I'll read this one more time. Victory of Miriam. If you're, I'm nervous to say what I'm about to say when I'm being guided, but I feel urged to say. But let me say this one more time. Victory of Miriam. If you are longing to caress the moon, do not turn away from it. You are an eagle with wings, ready to soar. So I push you from the cliff top that you may know yourself. Whatever may be troubling you is not meant to bring you trouble. Allow yourself to become eagle-eyed, beloved wild one. The attitude rather than circumstance needs to shift. Then you shall find your resolution. I'm on a twin flame journey, like I told y'all. Like I told y'all. I knew the identity of my twin flame when I was 9 years old. Prior to that, I felt it in my soul space. Like when I was 3-4 years old, I watched Cinderella, the Brandy Whitney Houston, Roger and Hammerstein version, right? And in my soul, I was like, I have a person. Where's my person? And when I was 9 years old, my twin flame was a child actor. I was watching the show that he starred in. And our soul was like, this is going to be your husband. So I knew who my twin flame was since I was a small child. The twin flame is a journey of activating your monad. So balancing out the energies of energy, right? Of all things, truly. Because the monad, our human monad, is limitless potentials or the oneness of all things. So the twin flame journey is balancing out limitless nature within the perception of finite, right? So within the perception of limited paradigms and beliefs, balancing out and realizing your limitless nature. When I was 9 years old, did I know that? No. So how did my soul activate me the way I needed to be activated in this moment to breadcrumb me or to lead me along my journey? This is going to be your husband. Hindsight 2020. I spoke about it in a transmission of, I believe last week. The soul was like, I'll link it below because I know which one it is. It's the Kingdom Things podcast transmission. I'll link it below. And I'll note, because I can't remember the title, I'll note it in the description. The Twin Flame reference Kingdom Things podcast content. I'll link it below in the description. The soul was like, if you were more spiritually aligned and activated, attuned, instead of hearing this is going to be your husband, you would have heard what, Ashley? We're going to heal together. We're going to heal together. Again, it's, as we grow and evolve and expand and become able to hold more of our divine wisdom in our physical monads, those visions, those dreams, those thought patterns, they become grander. 9 years old, I heard, this is going to be your husband. Now I'm in a space. A couple weeks ago, the soul was like, Ashley said, this is going to be your husband. You would have heard, we're going to heal together. The twin flame journey is balancing out infinity in a monad, or the perception illusion of the paradigms of limitation. Being able to hold limitless potentials, or the understanding that you are limitless potentials at the same time within perceptions of limitation, or shape or form, or the perception of finite. This is simultaneously becoming a powwow session where, we heal energies. We take it slow. We speak, channel spiritual energies to let, limiting beliefs break off in us. I do offer one-on-one spiritual powwow sessions. You can book yours below within the Kingdom Things podcast Healing Home Square portal. In the description, book your powwow session below. I channel energies and messages that the oneness of all things wants you to receive in order to help you evolve and align with more of your limitless natures. Your soul gifts, your soul fragrance, bloom this into the world to assist with the evolution of the humankind into our limitless potentials. So I'm aligned in my spiritual gifts in a way that I am an adept when it comes to interdimensional communication. We know it as shamanism. I'm skillful when it comes to shamanism or interdimensional communication. my twin flame, his energy came to me and apologized in a way that I've been doing shadow work and things. I'm going to link below, twin flame plus the 29 prophecy. The twin flame journey, this is a long video. I'm saying a lot, but if you're interested, if it's going to be healing for you, then you'll stick around, right? The twin flame journey, I channel Kingdom Things podcast, twin flame plus the 2029 prophecy. The divine says the twin flames are here to assist with balancing out human karmic energies, to help humanity graduate into its dharmic purpose, or balance out the human energy to help humanity come into wellness or remembrance, mass spiritual awakening, that we are limitless potentials and intangible. So my twin flames energy, dense, we would call it demonic, or very selfish, self-centered, right? My twin flame is a notable member of society, a celebrity. So, you know, the celebrity culture, the elitism culture, where you think you're above things, all the things. Not bashing on celebrities or anyone, because this is a part of my ministry to help, again, unconditional love. Everything in reality is only a dimension of ourselves to show us who we are, to grow and evolve the self, or the oneness of all things, or the one human, because we're truly one energy. His energy came to me and was like, I'm sorry, like, because when I'm 9 years old, when I incantated, this is going to be my husband, our journey started rapidly without me knowing, unconsciously, where I was hyper fixated on him, or I was giving him my energy, or this energy of centered selfishness was siphoning my energy since I was 9 years old to build and grow everything that my twin flame is and has. So his energy apologized. And I was like, I had to apologize to the energy as well. I was like, ooh, baby, I looked at you like you were the scum of the earth. And the energy was like, for good reason. For good reason, baby. I was siphoning your energy. But I understood why, though. I understood why. Because everything that my twin flame has been through, and my soul, we're getting really esoteric, super mystical. I might put a warning at the beginning of my video. Super duper mystical. So you might get triggered or offended. This is my truth. And I'm sharing it on my platform, right? I'm not here. None of us are here to reinforce paradigms of what already is. We're here to grow and spiritually evolve into more of who we were created to be in our limitless nature, or to be inspired, to inspire each other into our authentic frequencies by being our authentic frequencies. My twin flame was like, baby, you were mad at me for good reason. Baby, I was siphoning your energy. And when the energy said that, I understood it, because I've been doing spiritual work in the spirit consciously for the last 4 years. And my soul's been showing me how, you know, our soul being in two bodies, we were able to really amplify the experience that we had, to learn human culture, remember human culture, to balance out human culture. So there's things that my twin flame experienced that I didn't have to. But simultaneously, I can garner that wisdom, that chocolate, because we share a soul pattern that I have access to. I have the keys to, because we're one soul in two bodies, right? I have the spiritual, I'm granted spiritual access to his energy, right? Spiritual clemency to learn from his energy, our energy, his personal experience. And that helps me in the mission, because currently, truly, that's not necessary. And it helps me in being in my divine purpose of going within and being able to identify these patterns of lack within the human nature, to balance it, to take accountability for it. And once we take accountability, or are inquisitive about the dimensions of ourselves, our soul, God, the oneness of all things, teaches us what this was presented to grow and evolve us into, and shares the wisdom and the healing energies to be the healing energies, or our authentic frequencies in reality. My twin's energy was like a dimension of my twin's energy, because we're infinite. It's a dimension of his energy, was like, baby, good reason. for good reason. You felt that for good reason, right? But there's so much that I didn't have to experience in this physical reality because my twin did, or my traumas and energies and environments that I didn't have to be exposed to because he did, right? To learn and grow and have knowledges. Twin flame journey is coming home to the oneness of all things. We're all one with all things. Imagine, no, be. Let's be one. Understand that we're all one together and utilize this understanding of oneness to be inquisitive, to grow and evolve human culture into better, into wellness. No death, no disease, no war, no pain, no peace, no poverty. I want to thank y'all so much for joining this Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment transmission. My name is Ashley-Nicole Phillips. I am the biblically prophesied Messiah. Full circle moment alert, alert. So are you. Jewish culture don't come from my neck, baby. This is what the divine gave me, you know. And I know this. This is the identity that the divine gave me, not to hog it, but to share it. The divine knew my heart. The divine knew that I was going to be like, hey, baby, we all, baby, this, because it's true. God's like, I didn't make you this way for you to be worshipped or perceived as a saint. And it's actually in the podcast where I learned myself. The divine, the unconditional love, the oneness of all things channeled through myself, the new epoch energy that is the human being of planet Earth. The culmination point of all time and space that's allowing the epoch or the Big Bang for the new beginning of world peace, no disease, no death, no war, no famine, no poverty as we perceive it on our planet, and implications that ripple throughout time and space and beyond. This epoch energy, unconditional love channeled through myself. Hey, Ashley, thank you for letting me use your vessel for this alchemy. But Ashley's not a saint. Ashley's not a savior. Ashley's not anomalous. Ashley is a mirror of me, just like all of you. All humanity is a mirror of me. All beings of creation are a mirror of me. I channeled this within 144 part 1, which is Kingdom Things podcast. I'll link it below in the reference content. Reference Kingdom Things content. I'm the biblically prophesied Messiah, just like you. I know feelings are hurt. I know feelings are hurt. I just feel it. I feel people upset and just baby in a tizzy. She's a black woman. And she said, we're all the Messiah. God made me a black woman to stretch humanity outside of our paradigms of limitation. God's like, the black woman is the most underlooked energy on the planet. The most degraded energy on the planet. Or we cast so many destitute thoughts on the black woman. You know, being a woman, but y'all know how we do women. How we did women. Y'all know how we did black. So don't act like y'all don't understand what I'm saying. God said the black woman is the most underrated, underlooked, baby, cast aside energy on the planet. So I had to make the biblically prophesied Messiah a black woman to stretch humanity outside of our paradigms of belief, to understand that they are paradigms of limitation and lack, and that we are one. So all of us are the biblically prophesied Messiah. God's like, I know y'all wanted just one person to come back. Y'all, because y'all made Jesus this. We made Jesus this. We made Jesus the only one. And Rabbi Yeshua channeled it through me in redemption. I'm going to calm down. I'm going to pipe down. I'm going to pipe down. We're going to calm down. Because Jesus does not take kindly how his name was used. Jesus of Nazareth, biblical text, does not take kindly to how his name was used to imprison the human consciousness. So I know we wanted there to be one person. We're all the biblically prophesied Messiah. We're all one. And this is what Jesus Christ taught. And we know this. If you look for it, you can find the knowledge. Jesus taught ancient Hinduism, ancient Tibetan teaching, Buddhism, that all is one. Mystery school magic, that you use your energy and vibration to co-create reality, or to evolve more into your limitless nature to co-create reality. Jesus doesn't take kindly to how his name was used to imprison us. And he said, Ashley, we not finna do it this go around. We not finna do it again. So you go out there and tell folks how you know who you are, baby. I went inside. I was forced inside. Because we were, as humanity, we were so stuck in captivity of our beliefs and who we thought we were. And these were our ancestral energies that we call demons and the devil, right? And I channeled them too. I'll link that below. In order for all of us to activate, all of spirit humanity to activate, All of our ancestors had to be risen, resurrected, or seen to be freed from the paradigms of them being demons and devils. The demons and devils were our ancestral forces trying to awaken us, be like, hey, don't forget about me. Hey, raise me up, lift me up, set me free, or set yourself free, or set your soul free. Because what is the soul? The saga of our existence, the saga of our energy. Set your soul free. Jesus doesn't take kindly to how his name was used. He said, we're not doing it again. I channeled Jesus. I told y'all earlier, I was being light with it too. I channeled it earlier. I said it earlier. I channeled Jesus a lot. I channeled in Lovely Day, Kingdom Things podcast. Jesus said, I'm handing the baton to Ashley to assist with lighting the way to evolved consciousness, expanded consciousness, humanity. And the divine unconditional love, epoch energy said, Ashley, you're not the only one. Y'all are one. All of humanity is a biblically prophesied Messiah. Because we are one. And this is what Jesus taught. Christ consciousness is the understanding that all is within. I am that I am. Or the energy of that I am animates my avatar, my vessel. And that's who we all are. So my twin, celebrity culture, felt above things. Right? He lived that life where he felt like he was above the world or above other people. And the soul said that too. We can't do that, Ashley. We're not doing elitism. And guess what? I get to garner. I get to learn about the energy. I felt, what's the word? I felt low. Was it lowly, lonely, homely? That too. I felt alone all my life. I didn't feel above anybody. If anything, I felt the opposite. I felt below. I felt subpar. And that's the first thing from the truth. And in some dimension, we all felt this way. Due to guilt, shame, resentment, which kept our souls inactive. I'm the biblically prophesied Messiah, and so are you, because we are one. I just have a lot of gratitude, because I had this resentment and anger towards my twin. And a lot of it was unconscious. I didn't know why. He was siphoning my energy on a soul energetic level to be everything that he needed to be. And I have the understanding, I channeled it. God's like, everything that transpires, I'm going to link it below. Archangel Michael Katumi. Kingdom Things podcast. Everything that transpires, in reality, you call it curses, you call it karma. It's the makings of you. It's God creating a beautiful picture, carving, chiseling a masterpiece, sculpture. So it's us letting go of the resentment, anger, all the things. But we get into some more stuff, almost going on that 45 minutes, 43 minutes. Karmic families. I know in the spiritual community, we like to say, oh, my karmic family this, oh, my karmic family that. Y'all, those are the souls that signed up, baby, that were in the trenches with us. That played the part we all played the part we had to play for our growth and evolution. To be here, to be limitless potentials. We are one. Like letting go of the resentment and the anger of all of the people in our realities that projected what we had on the inside so that we could master ourselves and remember that we're one with all things. Let go of that anger and fear and resentment, because all the anger, fear, resentment, oh, my karmic family this, oh, my karmic family that. We are ordering murders. We are ordering death. We are ordering destitution. We are ordering famine. We are ordering poverty. We are ordering war with that mentality, with those thought patterns. We can't do this. Principle of correspondence, as below, so above. Everybody in our reality is a projection of our own energy so we can grow and evolve the self-existent soul, the oneness of all things. I'm the biblically prophesied Messiah. So are you. Why? Because we are one. I'm also a home cook. I enjoy cooking, baby. It's something I really enjoy doing in this reality. Magic meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. Whatever the soul, the oneness of all things, the spirit tells me to put in the pot, the pan, the baking dish. This is what I put to the pot, the pan, the baking dish. I'm an artist, music artist. Ashley-Nicole Music, link below, available on YouTube. Powwow sessions, we talked about that, link below. Book your available book, whatever's available. Go ahead and book it. Go ahead and book it. We get you straight. Get you your powwow session. Break through the limiting beliefs in your body. I'm really grateful I get to offer these. I'm also an author. I authored the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, which is a 3-part book series. It has divine wisdom's codes, spiritual awakening codes in it. It helped me awaken and remember my existential truths. And it's intended to help humanity do the same. The first 2 parts are Asia's story. Asia is a teenage girl growing up in the New York City foster care system. She's catalyzed onto her spiritual awakening journey when she meets her twin flame Chase in the hallway of her school Manhattan Prep. She goes through a lot of existential crises, which help her evolve into more of her limitless nature. The 3rd part of the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel is my other half. My other half is a twin flame divine counterpart journey home to God inside of the home frequency, to ground our home frequency or God energy within whatever realm we're in, or humans of planet Earth, to grow and evolve the culture. 1 soul, 2 bodies, many lifetimes. Every paradigm evolutionary status of the lifetime says that their love can't work. They will co-create a love and a life together. Which love, under which circumstances? This is the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. Before we get into the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel trailer, feel the energies out of that, which is available to purchase Amazon bookstore, digital as well as physical copy. If you're doing digital, 3 copies. If you're doing physical, it's two copies. The first 2 stories are in 1 bind. The 3rd story, my other half, is in its own bind. $29.97, all 3 digital. $29.98, both before tax, physical. Asia's story, the animated series, comes from the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel trailer. I channel healing energies, divine wisdoms in there as well to help us through this time of reprogramming our minds, our energies to our synonymous with the mass awakening, right? So we have content that matches our vibration, content that matches our spiritual, mental, emotional, physical evolution. Asia's animated series is available to stream on AP Show Stories YouTube channel that's linked below. I love you. Love on yourself. Self-love is the best love because you have to love yourself in the way in which you want your reality to love you back. Self-love is the best love because you are loving your truth. Give that love to yourself first. Self-love is the best love because it helps you realize more of your limitless nature. I'm going to see y'all later. Bye.
My name is Asia, and I'm a teenage witch. Just kidding. I am a starseed. My story is much like humanity's story. I awakened to some pretty spectacular things about myself. Coming home, the story of Asia, followed by the story of Asia, I'm home. The book series that introduces the book. After returning from a day's trip, I have read my Atum's letter. He speaks of my father releasing him from imprisonment and the fate of death. He pleads for us to run away together. This plea is one of which there is no state to decline. My other half, available in the Amazon bookstore. I feel as though I was born here on Earth to find you. I was created to find my person. The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, now available in the Amazon bookstore.